This is Todd Lile, your superintendent. We recently provided a number of district communications regarding the impact of the state's budget to our district. We thought it would be important to highlight some of the main challenges we currently have and how we plan to address them. The governor's revised budget proposal projects the state to endure a $54.3 billion budget deficit in the coming school year. Our K-12 education system will see a $19 billion decrease in funding. This represents a 10% cut to our district's budget, which calculates to $23 million in reductions in ongoing funds. So well over 80% of next year's total budget is already dedicated to staff in salaries, health and welfare benefits, and pension obligations. Without federal intervention, our district, along with many districts across the state and the country, will face challenging decisions. Districts without healthy reserves will not be in a position to weather this storm, not without significant reductions to their payroll budgets. Our district has maintained very healthy reserves, which will be critical for us to use during this financial emergency. Our reserves will be used to retain all employees who've been offered letters of intent and are currently on contract. We anticipate no layoffs for the 2020 and 21 school year. However, a number of measures will be implemented to reduce expenses. For example, professional and student travel will be limited or possibly eliminated to increase student and staff safety and to support a smaller operating budget. The permanent substitute program will be eliminated for the 2021 school year due to ongoing budget constraints. And we will be conducting a thorough review of all open positions, putting a hold on hiring certain roles based on our district needs. Our mission is to create and sustain a culture that enables our students to experience an unparalleled educational journey that is intellectually, socially, and personally transformative. Now, how do we bring our mission to life in the midst of steep budget cuts and a pandemic that's forced us to close schools for over 70 days now? How are we going to help our youngest students who are just learning how to read to make the largest learning gains possible in the midst of the COVID-19 crisis? And how can we expect to prepare all our students for college and career with less resources and less funding? Some people might say this is absolutely impossible. My great uncle, U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Julian F. Crow, often reminded me of a saying he and his fellow pilots used during World War II in Korea. The difficult we do immediately, the impossible takes a little longer, he would say. We are all student champions, and the work we do literally changes lives. Frederick Douglass once said, "It's easier to build strong children than to fix broken men." And we all know how vital education is, and I'm asking all of us as student champions to dig deep and do the impossible. We need to set the standard for hard work, creativity, and resiliency with a fearless drive to continuously improve. We need to do this during a time which may prove to be one of the most challenging periods in our country and our world's history. And let's face it, these next years will be likely the most demanding of our entire careers. Our family members who survived the worst of the last century found their fortitude and perseverance in faith, family, and community. The greatest generation put service and sacrifice above self, and their families enjoyed a healthier, safer, and more stable world as a result. How can we do the impossible? Only two words suffice: we believe.